Inheritance not yet, kids.
The Thompson kids were gathered, huddled around the dining table. They weren't there for Mom's famous lasagna. They were nervous. Their parents had called a family meeting. These meetings were never about good news. This time, it was about money, or rather, the lack of it. The Thompson kids saw dollar signs flashing before their eyes, but not in a good way.
Kids, your mother and I have something to tell you.
The Thompson kids exchanged worried glances. Were they selling the family home? The home they were all counting on inheriting one day? The home with the creaky porch swing and the leaky faucet they remembered from childhood?
We're thinking about getting a reverse mortgage.
A collective gasp went around the table. A reverse mortgage? That meant their inheritance was in jeopardy. How dare their parents spend their future inheritance? The Thompson kids, all perfectly successful adults, might I add, suddenly felt like their piggy banks had been raided. The nerve of some parents thinking about their own financial well-being. Didn't they realize their kids' inheritance was at stake? The truth was, the Thompson parents were struggling. Their retirement wasn't the tropical cruise-filled dream they had envisioned. It was more like a never-ending trip to the discount grocery store. Their fixed income barely covered the bills. Forget about cruises. They were worried about affording cat food for mittens.
We're practically living on beans and rice.
Their father confessed to their neighbor, a spry gentleman named Chris. Chris, with his perfectly manicured lawn and suspiciously new car, seemed to be living the retirement dream. Chris listened patiently as the Thompson patriarch poured out his woes. He sympathized with their situation. He had been in the mortgage business for 34 years. He had seen it all. He knew that many seniors struggled financially.
Isn't that just going into more debt?
Chris chuckled. Not necessarily, Chris chuckled. Let me give you my book. It's called The Reverse Mortgage Roadmap. It explains everything. Chris wasn't your average mortgage broker. He was a reverse mortgage specialist. He genuinely enjoyed helping seniors understand their options. He believed his book, The Reverse Mortgage Roadmap, was the key to unlocking financial freedom in retirement. It was his pride and joy. He even included pictures. The Thompsons, armed with Chris's book and a flicker of hope, settled in for a night of reading. As they turned the pages, they felt a weight lifting. Chris explained everything in simple terms. He demystified the reverse mortgage process. He showed them how it could actually improve their lives.
Imagine no more mortgage payments.
And we could finally get that new refrigerator.
Her eyes widened at the thought of a refrigerator that didn't require an ice pick to defrost.
Chris said we could even get a lump sum to buy a new car.
The possibilities were endless. Suddenly, retirement didn't seem so bleak. It seemed like an opportunity for a fresh start.
The next day we called Chris. We had a million questions.
Chris, ever patient, answered each one with a smile in his voice. He explained that a reverse mortgage allowed them to access the equity they had built in their home.
We could receive the money as a lump sum, a line of credit, or monthly payments.
And the best part? Chris said, his voice filled with enthusiasm. The income is tax-free.
We were amazed. We could use the money for anything we wanted. We could finally afford to travel, enjoy our hobbies, or simply relax and enjoy our golden years. But what about the house? Won't we lose it?
Not at all, Chris assured her. You continue to own the home. You just need to pay your property taxes, insurance, and maintain the property. It's that simple.
We decided to take the plunge. We worked with Chris to secure a reverse mortgage that met our needs.
They opted for a combination of a lump sum and monthly payments. The lump sum went towards a new car and some much-needed home repairs. The monthly payments provided them with a steady stream of income.
For the first time in years, we felt financially secure. We could buy groceries without worrying about the cost. We could treat ourselves to dinner out once in a while. We could even spoil our grandkids with extravagant gifts. Who knew retirement could be so much fun?
And the best part is, the house is still appreciating in value.
The reverse mortgage had not only improved their quality of life, but it had also protected their legacy. Chris was right. The reverse mortgage had been a game changer for the Thompsons. It allowed them to enjoy their golden years without constantly worrying about money. And it gave them peace of mind knowing they had options. And yes, when the time came, their children would still inherit the family home, hopefully with a little extra equity. If you or someone you know is struggling in retirement, a reverse mortgage might be the solution you've been searching for. To learn more about how a reverse mortgage can help you achieve your retirement dreams, pick up a copy of the Reverse Mortgage Roadmap from Chris for free. You can find it in both the comments and the description of this video, along with helpful resources and testimonials. And if you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more financial tips and tricks. Remember, knowledge is power. For a personalized consultation, call or text Chris, your trusted reverse mortgage professional, at 909-682-8108.